everyone! Now that I'm done dying, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over just a few of the changes that are upcoming and being discussed for Overwatch 2. Before we get into it, guys, make sure you head over to the channel to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all the latest Overwatch 2 content. And if you guys do want to support the channel, check out my Ko-fi. I'd really appreciate it. Let's get into it. So first thing, I'm going to go over the quick little bit of buffs to Lifeweaver, as well as his, I've already gone over his control rework. I'm going to go over his buff now. His healing ammo has been buffed up from 12 to 20. His short spread has been tightened. Tree of Life's health has been increased from 1,200 to 1,200 from 1,000, and does 75 healing per pulse. And Parting Gift has been removed, which, you know, that didn't last very long. Staying on the topic of Lifeweaver, the team are still discussing changes to Lifeweaver's hitbox. Alec Dawson has said it will take quite a lot of work depending on the direction they want to go, and you know, the approach they want to take in the change coming in the immediate future. Now, moving on to other characters, we've got Roadhog. Alec Dawson has said there's a component with Roadhog where there is a little selfish aspect. Roadhog's rework is still being worked on. Currently, we have no date for when, you know, we can kind of expect a Roadhog rework, but it is good to know that it is still being actively worked on and it is still in the works so we should be seeing a Roadhog rework in the next few seasons. Moving on to Mei. Changes to Mei's primary fire are almost finished. Alec Dawson clarified that you're not going to freeze another hero entirely, but you'll build up to a bigger movement of that slow. I don't know why we're trying to make Mei stronger. I think Mei is pretty good where she is. If we keep building Mei up, I feel like she could be very, very dangerous, especially without that Roadhog element there. I think Roadhog was a very, very good counter to Mei. A lot of DPS. But we are looking at Mei's primary fire rework being... It is almost finished pretty much. Moira. Now, the Overwatch team are still looking to add utility to Moira's kit. Alec Dawson said that while they're still testing and seeing if anything lands, it's certainly not at the top of their list. So we're looking at, you know, potential Moira changes, just they are not a priority at the moment. I think her new, you know, little change where she can fade now during her ultimate is pretty strong. It can lead to you being in the enemy backline, popping her ult, and then being able to maneuver better and survive better while using her ultimate, and it makes Moira a lot stronger than she used to be. But yeah, Moira changes are certainly being looked at as things we can add to Moira, but are not a priority as of right now. Moving on to Widowmaker. No Widowmaker changes for now, but the devs are monitoring snipers. The team has discussed placing more cover on maps where Widowmaker is most powerful, but they are also considering other options. So probably not anytime soon, but we could in the future see a change to Widowmaker or snipers in general. Or maybe we can see, you know, maps being put differently, maybe making sniping positions more accessible to a lot more heroes, so that they can easily deal, you know, with the likes of Widow and stuff. Because, like, very good situation of a point where something is very hard to deal with and get past is Havana on that first point. That little balcony Widow can stand up there and not many people can get to her. You know, really, it's only really the likes of Pharah, Echo, Winston, Genji who can really get up there, maybe even Junkrat, Diva. You know, but like the likes of Tracer can't get up there. Soldier can be very good against Widow if, you know, you can move good enough and not get hit, but at that height disadvantage and the distance, it's going to be very hard for a Soldier to do anything. As well as all those people who can get up there, they need to be able to get past the enemy team to really push that Widow. But yeah, that's it for Widow. Now, finally, I'm going to go over Genji. Alec Dawson claims Genji is not underpowered in Overwatch 2. Not. Personally, as a devoted Genji player myself, it's Genji's only sword right there. As a devoted Genji player myself, I feel like Genji is underpowered. I feel like Genji does need a slight little buff. Because I think his little nerf at the start of the game, you know, Overwatch 2, really made him a bit weak. Not horribly. It didn't make him horribly weak. He's still playable. He's still able to be effective. I just feel like, personally, I feel like his ult is way too weak. I feel like it can be cancelled out by a lot of things, and a Genji ult really needs everything to go right. Maybe even just a little bit more. Maybe even add like an extra 15-20 damage to his blade. Could make him a little more viable. But obviously that's just what I think. I know other people might disagree with that. But yeah, I feel like Genji does need just a slight buff, maybe to his ultimate, or maybe adding something, a little passive to Genji. Maybe giving him, like a bleed effect. Like kind of like Junker Queen, just he doesn't heal from it. It's just a little, bleed effect on the dash. Which I'm pretty sure was an ability for Genji at one point, but they scrapped it. But, maybe it'd be good to see come back now. But yeah, that's all I have for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me guys know what you think about this down in the comments below. Check out my social medias, my TikTok, my Instagram, my Twitter. Head on over to the channel and hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the latest Overwatch 2 content. And if you guys do want to consider supporting the channel, check out my Ko-fi as well. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. See ya.